Hey y'all, Jim Pankey here, and I wanted to talk to you about fretting the fifth string. And Earl does that, and a lot of our heroes do that. And we're not going to be talking about like melodic style playing where we might use the fifth string as a melody note. What we're using the fifth string for here is to color some of our up the neck backup. So let me just show you 3 places, or 4, 3 really, that you can do this that will sound good. And I'm going to leave it up to you where you use this idea, because you know what sounds best to you. You do. Now, before we go any further, if you like this content, if this is helpful to you, hey, hit a like button and leave a comment. If you want to help my channel grow, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications when I post new content, ring the bell. Thanks. The roll pattern I'm doing is this. 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 3, 1. Hopefully that makes sense. But any roll will kind of work there, as long as you're using your fifth string. But I picked that one just to help you hear the fifth string more. So let's look at what I'm fretting. We're using 2 of our major chord shapes. So we're using this shape, sometimes referred to as a D shape, and refer to my major chords video. I'll post a link. And then we're using this F shape. So really the only difference is those 2 fingers, these 2 fingers. I'm also only going to use part of the chord. You can use the whole chord if you want. I don't. All right. And so the first note I'm going to fret. So for this G chord here, I'm going to reach across at the 7th fret and fret that 5th string. Why? It sounds good. Let's listen to it. See how that sounds? That sounds pretty good. If I moved it somewhere else, it doesn't sound quite as good. Let's move it back here. Yeah, that's not great. So we're doing this based on sound. Don't expect to, to get it right the first time. Experiment. See what other sounds are there. Move that fret around. And you're saying, Jim, reaching across with my thumb? Yeah, you're going to reach with your thumb. That's what's going to work. That's the way Earl did it, JD, all players that we like, we use our thumb for these notes. So that's our first position. Then I went to our C shape at the 10th fret, and I left my thumb there at the 7th fret. Listen to See how that sounds? That sounds pretty good. But let's experiment. Let's move it up 1 fret. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like a C7 chord, because it is. Let's move it 1 more. So now we've moved up to the 9th fret. That's a little weird sound for bluegrass. It's a major 7 chord, but if you go back and listen to Flatt and Scruggs, This Land Is Your Land, you will hear this sound. All right, so here's what I'm doing. So I've got, and then move to the C chord, leave that thumb at the 7. And then I went up to D So in the key of G, we can play a D7 chord, but we're going to hold that D shape, that partial shape, or you can hold the whole shape, and then we're going to put our thumb at the 10th fret, and that makes that a D7 chord. And then I slid all the way up to the G at the 17th fret, and I put my thumb at 14, because that note's part of the scale, and it sounds good. Now, I'm sure there's some folks that have come by in the comments maybe and leave some theory as to why those notes work. But the big reason that you need to be pondering on why these notes work and experimenting and trying other notes is how they sound. See, we like that sound, and so we do that. So when you're playing your backup, you can use your 5th string. There's a well-beaten path on this old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. There I wandered alone to a place I called home, to those Blue Ridge hills far away. See how that sounds? So I want you to try it. Use your thumb, reach across, fret that 5th string. Find something that you like the sound of, because it's totally up to you. There's not a wrong answer here. I hope this gives you something new to try, something different, and feel free to experiment. Let me know how it goes for you. Thanks for watching.